That should be mine. It should have audio. No, that's fine. That's fine. I'll pretend I know what. Yeah, yeah, no, you won't do. When it is my Discord, mine's always fucking like that. No, no, that's fine. It is. Trying to fix it. Trying to remember how I did it last time. Right, that should. If one of you speaks,
Hello.
he
Hey.
should have it now. Look at that. As if by magic.
Yeah.
Right, so what we got now?
You on Simon Robson, lap 4, turn 1. Both me and you cannot comment as we're teammates.
Simon Robson, lap 4, turn 1.
You guys are going to have to guide. Yeah, you protested Robson.
Oh, okay. I'll pretend I knew what I was doing then. lap 4,
Yeah.
turn 1, did it say?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
You guys
Yeah, I remember this. I was right there behind you.
Shout on me
Just
what cameras you want.
Yeah.
This one seems fair enough.
Who protested who?
I've protested the black car.
So
Can we see from the black cars on board, please?
Of course you can.
It's definitely kept turning right across into you, hasn't it?
yeah,
The problem is you've got no cameras on here, so you have no idea whether he's blindsided from the other cars going by him.
true. That light blue car's made a hell of a move.
Yeah, yeah.
What was the outcome of it?
The outcome is just at the most we could give for that is a 2LP.
Okay, can I go back? Is Michael off track before he's touched?
That's a good point.
You want to be on your own car, Michael?
No, that's fine.
Oh, you're off track.
You're off track, yeah.
You're off track before being hit, so I'd say.
Yeah, that's an NFA, not on track.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
They take back because it's less typing for me to do. Alright, we're happy with
One of those
NFA,
weird
yeah?
corners where the racing line isn't on the track. Iris will let you get away with it, isn't it?
Okay, we're happy with that one. Then we're moving on to Adam Fox on Luke Grumman, lap 5, turn 1.
I'm out of this one.
Yep, and obviously Adam himself can't talk.
Well, I'm assuming this is going to be the meatball, is it as well? Or the end
Oh,
of
yeah.
It looks.
for Luke.
Oh, we'll see. But he's still running his points, so it's not Stimpson's fault anyway.
Definitely a dive bomb, but he's alongside there. And then comes wide.
Who appealed this?
Adam, I
Or
think.
who
I
protested?
did.
I think he's took too much.
It's
We're
gone
taking
too
the
fast
dive.
into him,
Yeah, he's took too much speed into the corner and drifted into him.
Yeah. Do you get a slowdown from this, Adam?
I can't remember, if I'm honest.
Fair enough.
I can't imagine you would get slowed down because he actually stayed.
Well, no, because he goes across
Oh, no,
the
Yeah.
chicane then.
Yeah, when it is, I imagine you would. I'm going to go
Back to the
with
incident again.
that will be, for me, 3LP on the principle of Adam loses a position.
3LP would be multiple positions though, wouldn't it? So we see if
He
someone
did
else
lose.
comes.
Yeah, 31
One,
person.
which is still only a 2LP.
Yeah,
Does
but
anyone else come on the next
yeah,
corner when
yeah,
he's slowing?
but he's also in front of this car here, going in.
But he doesn't
Yeah.
lose that position because that car goes off into a wall.
Yeah.
What happened to the whole side by side thing into a corner that you always gone about?
What do you mean? Like the overlap?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. If
Luke
He was
Luke
in
on
stayed
the
front. He
near
inside.
was
the inside,
behind the
then
right. Was
that's
in
fair
front.
play.
Wasn't he when he hit it?
If he force
just-
there, he's yeah.
But that doesn't mean he can choose which line he's going to. There's
No.
2 lines through that, and he's come off his and.
Just go
inside.
slow, please, Michael, and then pause when I say so.
Yep.
Yeah, so at the point of contact, pause. I'd say from that, it looks like Adam's taking a fairly consistent radius around the corner.
Yeah,
He's left.
yeah.
He's left
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
cars whips.
Yeah, he's not moved off the trajectory he's on, has he?
No.
And it looks like Luke is drifting out. Okay, his part of the corner is to drift out, but it looks like he's doing it a bit early, as if he's brake late and he's gone for the move, and it's maybe just not quite worked this time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm on a 2LP for that black car. I think.
Yeah. I
That's
would
what it
agree.
is, a 2LP, but yeah,
I would agree with that.
he's just a little bit deep on the brakes. That's all.
Before the contact, he's still going straight.
Yeah.
He's missed a corner at this point.
Yeah, his trajectory is heading sort of to where your mouse is now, just a bit up from it.
Can we
So-
just see it all the way around the next corner, just see if he does lose multiple positions, if there's a slowdown or whatever? Because obviously loses that one. but he's
That's
still,
one lost,
Yeah.
and by this point he's back at full
Yeah.
speed. So
Yeah.
only one
It's
lost.
fine. 2
Okay, 2LP. Okay, next up is Colin Sansom on Michael Hatfield, lap 5, turn 4.
We can't comment on this. It's our teammates.
Yep.
4, yeah.
Nope.
Just there.
like he's just gone a bit deep.
Sorry, I missed this. Who is it? Who protested?
These 2 cars.
Colin in the year 1 TV cars protested the Matthew Logistics car behind the red car.
Okay.
Boom.
Seems like a 3LP to me.
So I think unfortunately.
Position's lost, but yeah. It's pretty open shut by the rules. Car behind has the duty to get past safely, and he's running to the back of him.
Yep.
Or he just watches from his offboard so he can clearly see all cars going past him.
As in his onboard.
No, off the car, off Samson.
There's Jason.
One.
That's 1, 2. That's it. 2's done. That's 3 of 3.
And when another one gets, I think they're free.
Yeah. Are we okay? So we happy with Michael's at fault there
Yep.
in the red and white?
Hi.
And he finished.
Yep. Finishing position
30th.
3-0. Cool. Yep. So next up then is Ashley Stimpson on Michael Seal, lap 8.
Yeah.
Long right hander before back straight.
Lap 8, yeah. It is.
He had an eventful race, didn't he?
It's not finished yet.
No, because then we've got a Michael Seal on Ashley Stimpson on turn 9.
And
So these two are obviously going at each other, but
no. And
neither me or Michael can
on the
comment.
top line.
There was only 8 laps in the race, so how can it be on lap 9?
Is this after the race?
No, I think I know what the protest is, and it wasn't before lap 9.
In that case, it'll have to be thrown out.
I mean by millimeters.
What are we on?
But I know there's a protest for the same thing on the correct lap then.
And there's a meatball for the same thing.
Basically, the remaining of this race is
Michael
other than
Seal
one from
being
Thomas on
protested.
Sean. The remainder is
Let's focus on
um.
the one we got our hand, and then we'll move on to the next one. There. If not, we've
There's
got
quite a
one
lot
left.
of lap 8. There's more than just.
Yeah,
So there's
Yeah.
overlap. There's an overlap into the corner. Do you leave enough
Like
space?
a proper vertical one.
What do you want
It
that
looks
for?
like
Yeah.
room.
Fine.
Yeah,
That's one, two.
classic overlap cam.
Z. You want Z?
Yeah, there's going to be overlap.
The smallest overlap.
Yeah, still counts. Unfortunately for Michael, I think.
It's just a case of is there a car width on the inside?
I think that's a hard one because it actually looks like he sort of backs out of it, but then he comes back alongside again. So there, he just starts creeping back a bit. Mind you, whether it's because.
Yeah, the thing is that there's always an overlap. And he's got half his car on the curb.
How many spots does Stimpson? Is it Stimpson that appeared it? Who's the other car?
Me and Stimson.
Yeah,
How many possessions does he lose?
I imagine it would be multiple.
It's one. Then it's
Yeah, multiple.
There we go. Multiple.
It's a tight one, but I mean, in my opinion, I think it's got to be a 3LP to Michael, just because there's not enough room.
The beginning of the beginning.
Who's-
The beginning of the corner, you left enough space, and then you cut in on him on the apex. I think if you left another yard or two on the outside, you'd have been all right.
Yeah, I mean, from that angle, I have to agree with that.
Yeah, I would. Too.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's clear you've tried to leave
Okay.
the space. It's just slight. It's just a close one.
So the blame is going to Michael with a 3LP. Michael, could you mind telling me where you finished in that race?
35th.
35th.
It was a brave move, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's aggressive, but
You
unfortunately,
wouldn't overtake. Well, I wouldn't overtake there.
no, I'd have backed out because you're both
From
race
here,
time.
Well, that's
Do you know
why I
what I
said I
mean?
thought he was going to back out and then sort of say I'm down
yeah,
at the
that's a
sort of hairpin.
brave overtake there.
It's not the only silly overtake there, though.
Is it not?
I mean, at least he went for the inside. There's quite
Honestly,
a
if they're a lot slower than you, possibly, yeah. But when that's
There was a lot of
close
people.
racing.
There's a lot of people that went for the outside of that turn and mucked it up. So at least he
Yeah,
went for the inside.
I would say if Michael had to run any wider, he would have come off the track. Do you know what I mean? On
Yeah.
you don't know.
Yeah.
All we on now?
So if we've done their one through the right-hander, then our next one is Michael on Stimpson at the following corner, the left-hander.
I don't think so. I think I've got the wrong lap there, or the wrong turn. I was protesting.
Keep going.
You said turn 9, so whatever turn 9 is.
I guessed at turn 9.
Oh,
Turn
I
nine.
protesting the one before.
Okay, so it might be in the corner before, yeah?
Yeah, I had a guess.
Alright. So I'll just say C.
Will be Meagle here. And then the results in the crash at the end of that, which someone else was protested.
Hang on, yeah. So next up now is Michael Clough on Michael Seal plus others.
Yeah, but it
Start finish line.
Yeah, but it starts here with this Meagle.
How many protests do we have on this particular incident?
On the run to the start finish line, I think about 3. So you got Michael Clough.
I protested Stephen Cox for the contact into the back of me, but I think I've had some on me.
Yeah, so you got Michael Clough, you got Stephen Cox, and you got Michael Seal, all protesting the last corner instead of run to the line.
And then there's my
Does that mean any of us can actually say anything about this?
Me
Yeah.
and Fiona and me,
Yeah.
James
the
Neal, I
only,
think.
only people who aren't involved in the incident or in that. So it'd be
Adam, I
Fiona.
don't think you've got a teammate here, have you?
I think I seem to remember I got involved in it last off as well.
I was going to say there were so many people in this. I think you can't really do this without no one being involved in it. Unfortunately,
I don't think I'm involved.
If not,
Who was?
Ben wasn't involved. I don't think everyone was. We can get.
Well, no, Adam and Nick were not involved. So there's 2 people straight off the bat.
Yeah.
So,
Who's going in the pits? Is this final lap or is this after the race?
no. This is final lap.
Kind of like, yeah.
Well, my teammates are off in the pits. Fair enough. Oh, see you later.
Maybe you got lost. I don't know.
That's Richard.
Probably got a drive through.
Oh, he did. He got a drive through for incidents. Yeah, I remember.
Wait. Okay, I can see why that's now being protested.
Uh,
Pinballs.
Oh dear.
So the only thing I will say is that look for the start finish line
I was about to
And
say
then-
it's an early
and then
finish.
go from there.
What happens before the end of the race and what happens after the end of the race is 2
Right.
differently
Start
punishable
finish is
things.
coming up. So that's before the end. That's the
Yeah.
end there.
You've crossed the line by this point, yeah.
no.
So we can.
The finish line's further down, isn't it?
Nope.
No,
finish
Finish,
line.
finish line is where it was said.
It's the checkered line,
Just there.
just
There.
there.
There. That is the finish line.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I would say
I
that
thought
those
it was wrong.
those first 2 crashes though do happen before because Michael would have got past. But and then that third one, I don't know. Do we take that into account or we leave it? What's the?
I
The-
suppose after the race finishes, after the race. isn't it?
Yeah,
As long as
it's after the
line.
race, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the only ones we look at there are.
See, it's like
unintentional wrecks.
they've moved to the left, haven't they, to try and
Yeah, that's
block
me.
it. But did you have an option? I don't know. What was your steering wheel like? Was you trying to point to the right?
Michael has no left front wheel.
Can we see the orange cars on board? Because that's where it
Yeah, 2
starts.
seconds, yeah.
I want to see because he looks like he's shit himself and then tried to go around.
Do you wanna read what was put in for the protest from Stephen?
Right, that's it.
I mean, I sort of don't actually know why. Well, I don't really know why he's come across. Really,
I think he's tried to overtake the car ahead and he's not seen Michael.
Yeah.
is he close enough? Really? But
He's not close enough, no, not before the finish line. But I think I did that as well to someone. Yeah, you may as well go. through.
But then is he? No, I know I shouldn't comment here, but then is he drinking out because he thinks the finish line's down by where the start line was? On the rookie
Yeah.
era.
well, to be fair, I'm with you on that. I thought the finish line was further down, personally. But
Well, if Michael's going to say anything, I will say that I thought when you're a meatball, you're meant to keep on one line and out the way. And Michael is veering to the left onto the racing line when meatballed.
Yeah, I think you could have done more to stay to the right of the track.
Steve's come across so like he sees him there, and then he.
Yeah, I don't know. See, if I was driving from Steven's perspective, I'd have stay right behind whoever that was in the blue car there. And he sort of, but yeah, whether like Michael, you should have been probably out of the way more, shouldn't you?
Thing is, if Michael's lost his wheel, he probably couldn't keep any further.
Yeah, but if you look
right.
at his steering wheel straight, you'd be turning to the right. Do you know what I mean? You're in the middle of a track. You've got plenty of track, haven't you? You'd be turning to the right. I would.
Yeah, but if you've lost a wheel,
I'd be-
it's going to drag you
Yeah,
left.
Can we?
He's not
can
even
we,
steering.
Can we see positions lost? Because nobody's getting a DSQ per 6 here because everyone scores points. So
That's true.
2 seconds. What do you want?
I just want to see how many places Stephen.
I was just trying to work out the best camera for it. So what do you want to start with, me? As in,
Just go on Steve's. Go on Steve, I think, because I think he's going to be the one who loses big. I assume he only loses 1 place. So he gets overtaken there. Oh god, that's photo finish.
So then the best thing now is finishing positions, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where's he now?
He's
Press the race button.
No, that's fine. There it is. Steve,
26th.
26th. And 27th.
Yeah, so you could.
I'm
sort by
27th.
race
I'm
position.
27th.
Oh, okay, so he has lost that position as well.
Well, no, he hadn't though, because it's not there.
So a finishing order. If you press race,
Yeah, press sort by race distance.
press race, because this is silly. Press race, right? So you've got
Steve Cox gets overtaken by Fiona. There we go. It's there.
So where's Michael on the list?
Michael's down.
No,
Oh,
you,
so
you
were you a
got
lap
you,
down?
you got a penalty then because
Yeah,
you finished
I
across the
got-
line before me.
I got a post-race penalty for too many instant points.
Oh, okay. Fair.
But it is that's irrelevant in the instant.
Okay. You start to come left.
Can we see your on board a minute, Michael, just to see what your inputs are?
It is pretty much just straight, I think. When you start going left, and then yeah. Try
You
to
turn
stop
too
a
late.
little bit. Yeah, basically. But Steve pulls out into him.
I would, yeah. It's... Does he think he's gone past the finish line?
No, I think
he wants to overtake this blue car.
But he had time to see Michael's car before
Yeah,
the
Michael's
blue
quite
car blocked
obviously
him.
there.
Yeah.
Because I get what Thomas is saying. It is a damaged car's responsibility to not be in the way of anyone, but technically he's not in the way. Stephen steers into him.
Would he have hit him anyway, do you think? Even if he'd have gone straight past the blue car?
I think it's more a fact that he thought he was going to hit the blue car because he's got overspeed on the blue car.
If you look,
He's miles from the blue car.
He has got overspeed though.
Yeah, but he's miles away from him.
I don't think you can blame Michael for the fact that he pulled out, because you can see Michael's there before he gets blinded by the blue car.
I mean, like you say, it's a case of yeah. You could say Michael should have been further over, and really, I think Stephen's been a bit too keen there to go for the overtake. I think you should, if you looked at it from that perspective, So what happens after this?
The finish line. End of
the
race.
thing that happens is
Across the
Steve
line
loses-
already. You see
Steve loses
Stevens
two
across the line.
positions. Steve loses two positions.
What's
Michael's
Stephen Cox?
Yeah.
Where?
So he loses to Fiona and to.
He's lost one there.
And then Fiona
Okay,
gets
so
him on the
just okay, fair enough. It was just a one.
So the penalty is either Michael gets a 3LP or Steve or nothing, because Michael doesn't lose anything.
Well, it'll be a 2LP if Stephen's at fault. So it's 3LP for Michael, 2 for Stephen. That's where you need to sit right now, guys.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we can keep going on all night long.
That might be
I don't think you can blame Michael for it. I think it's more on Stephen, because you can see Michael's car's there before he gets to the back of the blue car.
It does, but Michael's meant to be on the right-hand side, getting out of the way.
Yeah, true.
It is in the rule book that if you've got a meatball, you stay out of the way of everyone else.
But you could say how far out the way is out the way, because technically
On the white line on the right-hand side is out of the way.
Right, okay. But you can't give it.
Rulebook says a racing room.
It's somewhere in there.
You can't be a danger to anyone else. You can't cause any instance. But the argument is if he's caused the incident or not how much room is left.
It's also in the iRacing rules as well.
But we don't play by them, so.
Nope, but any of this can go to iRacing.
I don't think they'd care. I'm not gonna lie.
They will. I know some of the guys, and they take this quite seriously.
Right.
I mean, with a meatball, if you are found to be not in complete control of your car or your car or if there is doubt that you're able to be in control, you are advised to stay well clear from other cars. If you continue and cause an accident, you can be found liable.
I mean, the
For me,
wording
that's
on
good.
that is quite like if you're not in control. But Michael looked like he was in control. He's just keeping it in a straight line across the line.
Yeah.
For me,
Yeah.
That's how I read it. Is if he span out because he hadn't got a wheel and he's caused an incident, then it's on him.
But it also goes on. But it also goes under the rules about on a straight line that you do not go diagonally across a straight.
No, the rules say you can go diagonally across the street as long as no one.
But not if you then get in someone's way.
Well, as long as you leave a car's width, yeah.
Which he did.
Well, in fairness, we don't know if he did because the crash happened before he closed the gap entirely.
And
True.
the cars behind him might have not left enough space. The cars behind that were coming
But-
through.
We can't obviously discuss
Right.
what might have happened after, so it's up until the contact with Cox. So again, it's basically who's at fault, Michael or Stephen.
Let's go back to the replay because does Stephen lose a position?
Yes.
He does, doesn't he?
2 positions.
But Michael does not lose any technically.
I mean, like I say, we could go around in circles, but me
That's
personally, I just think, you know what, it's one of the things that's happened. He could have avoided that personally. Stephen sort of turned into Michael. I think Michael was in control of his car. He was just aiming for the finish line. Yeah, he's come across slightly, but for me, I'd just say no. You know, it is what it is. It's happened. Racing incident.
I was about to say the same thing. I don't think there needs to be a penalty here, personally.
Technically, then, by the fact that you two are the only people who can comment on this incident officially.
Ollie. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Everyone's sort of so
Well,
well.
everything's a
there's-
racing incident. It's just tough racing. I don't know. Adam, do you want to should we just go with that then, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, like I say, it's the end of the race, and I don't think Stephen needed to be so aggressive in coming out there. And I think he's sighted Michael early enough that he knows he's there. And just that could have been avoided, I think.
Yeah, both
but-
parties at fault, but you can't decide which one.
So that's what I'm saying. So we could be here all night, couldn't we? But I think for
Yeah.
that racing incident, it's happened.
I agree with that. And plus, they did both lose out because Michael got a penalty for incidents. He got in last places because of
Yeah.
incidents, which I assume was added to by this 4X. And Steve's lost 2 places because of it. I don't think we need to add on either of those penalties.
Yeah. Agreed.
Cool. Next race.
No.
Did I put a protest in for race 1?
Yes. Yeah.
I was going to say, I'm sure I put one in for
Yeah. for
way
lap
before
eight.
this happened.
Well, it's this lap, but yeah, earlier in the lap. It's just the way that it's sorted is by race then lap, so sometimes we get the corners mixed up within the laps.
Yeah, it's turn 5, lap 8.
Yeah, but just go for the list a second so we can get all of this. Make sure we didn't miss anything else.
So I shall keep stum. So what was decided on that? RI.
Yeah, I guess more of a
Yeah.
no further action than a. But
Yeah.
either way, same outcome.
Right.
You there, Michael?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. My internet had an issue bit.
All right, we're waiting for Michael to come back to life anyway.
I was just waiting for the information.
Oh,
Lap 8, turn 5, me and Sean Duffy.
No, one more before that. Lap 8,
No,
turn
no.
1, Stephen Cox, Sean Duffy.
oh,
That's what I was waiting for.
John's getting about.
I thought we were doing it in backwards order.
I guess it's just where the order of the sheet decides.
Yeah, I'm doing the order of the sheet. That way we don't lose where we are.
Okay.
Well, that's
That seems pretty.
that if we're going to be consistent, that's the same as what happened with Luke Grumman
Yeah, it
earlier
is,
this
yeah.
race.
Yeah.
It's just gone a bit wide on the exit when there's a car alongside him.
100%. Yeah, what's the outcome?
Multiple position
No.
losses.
Definitely a trip through the gravel.
There's no cars in sight.
Can you just check that and see if Cox did lose any positions?
No, he didn't, and Sean didn't either.
That's lucky.
I can tell you that because I'm the next car behind.
I see.
All right.
Is there going to be some?
So that's a
Hence why I protest later on.
pretty open and shut 2LP then, if you guys are happy with that.
Two
Yep.
LP.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Although Steve loses 2
Oh no,
there.
Steve loses 2 positions. Yeah.
He does,
Yeah.
okay. Pretty open and shut.
Yep.
3LP, sorry.
Yeah.
And
Like I said,
Duffy
he loses multiple positions.
Duffy finishes in what position?
I did have him on here.
23rd.
27th. It says on there.
23rd.
Oh no, sorry, he's in 27th. Yeah, that's my bad.
Whatever that thing says here, 23rd. That's the line. 15 penalty points. Cool. So that's 1 down.
Keep
Then
playing
we're
it.
up. Yep, now we're with Thomas Burling and Sean Duffy, turn 5.
Just next corner.
2 corners.
Okay.
This one's 4. So the hairpin's 5.
Going to be a big run.
It's an overlap.
Oh yeah.
Busy
Squeeze him,
squeeze.
innit?
Squeeze on
Yeah.
the brakes. Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah.
Does Thomas lose multiple places?
Well, there's 1.
2.
And there's 2,
Yeah.
so it's a 3 up here. Yep,
Yeah.
that's fine. Don't care about the others as long as he's lost more than 1. So we're happy that Sean's at fault again.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
accepts.
And that's that. So, Michael's meatball at 19:17 on the timer.
That'll be-
That was before the final corner. Selfie.
That was before. So okay, so it's a selfie. Cool. So if that's selfie, then that's no further action, and that's race 1 done.
Sorry, I missed what the outcome of that was.
3 LP for Sean.
Okay, cheers.
Was that
I
actually
move.
giving you a meatball that curb?
Yeah,
No, was it with this accident?
Yeah,
that curb.
that outside curb is murder.
Jeez.
That curb takes your front left wheel off. It happened to me earlier last week.
It happened to Ben in practice.
That's crazy.
So if you come down off it just in the wrong place, it takes the suspension out. Well, we changed races. I should have by a break.
this is race 2. This is race 2. Yes. Yes. Yeah, race 2. I'm loading in. Yeah. This is race 2. like save himself. Yeah. Who has Smith office or shot? I'm gonna go with selfie on Jamie. Yeah, only because he's so punished. It is Sam hasn't actually lost faster than him. And Jamie's just killed himself. Selfie on that one. You maybe would have learned a lesson now. Can't be many.
Whoops.
Oh well. Never mind. I'm sure they'll be alright. Well, you got
Race
to hear
number
our pretty
3.
voices though.
Well, they should need, right?
Oh, is that it for race 2?
Yeah, that's race 2 done.
Just as I get it loaded up.
Race 3's a fairly short one as well. Only about
Load up,
no,
race 4 and then be ready with race 4 in the background.
yeah. Race 4's a busy one. Race 3's only got about 7 incidents.
Oh, I love that. It is about the track limits. The rules say one thing here, and then these nice pictures someone's imported say something different. But what's the first one?
Sorry. First one is
Before you go too far, did anybody take their pit start? What they should have done?
I think Michael's in all the PS3.
Me and Panzer, I think.
Yeah, you're both in there anyway. So.
Alright, it's me and Simon Robson then.
Did Warren Messenger? I think he might have had some.
I think he should have had 2, 3, and 4, didn't he?
Somebody did, didn't they?
Yeah.
Messenger's got 2 and 3.
Jamie Tonks has got
Yeah,
2, 3, and 4, but he didn't turn up.
Yeah, he most probably won't race, I can't imagine now. Unless he's about.
It's Warren Messenger on the grid, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is race 3, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a open shut case, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he did the same in race 2, didn't he? I don't know.
Yeah, or we can double check that afterwards. Just trying to bash through these protests.
Alright, so that's fine. They didn't need discussing anyway, it's just
Because
so first one.
add in on after the sheet anyway.
Yep, first one is Sam Smith on Anthony Beck, lap 1, turn 3.
Anthony Beck's going to be the RAF car.
More than likely, yeah.
Seems pretty.
Yeah, that's a classic cold tyre, isn't it?
Well, I don't know if it is. I think he's
I don't
ran
know.
wide
I
into
don't know.
the
He's run
40
into the other car, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think that's pretty slam dunk to me. Like he's hit the other car, lost his tyres, caused an incident.
Yeah.
It's just drifted wide into him. I'm taking Just Smith.
I assume that's a meatball.
Just
Is it?
Smith.
No,
No.
Well, Mr. Smith. He does finish, okay. So
3LP then.
3LP for Beckham, yeah.
And he finishes 24th.
Cool. Okay, next one then is Anthony Beck on Jordan Sear at lap 3, turn 9.
We can't comment on this. It's our team, mate.
Lap 3, turn 9 again, yeah. Oh.
See, that's sorry, I was just typing up.
That's fine. I'll just double check I got the right. Yeah,
It's got a hell of a run on him.
There's a massive run on him.
And then he kind of turns in like, so it's not there anymore.
But
I don't think there's any overlap though.
that's what I'll
Yeah, I was going to
double
say,
check.
is there actually there anymore when they turn in?
No, yeah, there's no overlap there, is there?
Yeah.
Still no overlap. Nah, now there's overlap. And he's pretty well committed for the corner then.
That's just up. That's up to Jordan to just pull out and go behind. I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what she said.
Okay, so Sirrit's driven into a closing wedge. What happens to Beck?
What happened to him?
Yeah, how many positions lost, whatever.
2.
Okay, so he's lost 2 positions. And where does Sirrit finish then?
26.
Is it 2 points? Cool.
That's 3.
Okay. Next up then is Craig Cockrell on Craig McDonald, lap 3 hairpin. Now there's 2 hairpins, so that's a bit vague. But
Is there 2? Or is there not 2?
there's a turn 4 hairpin. Or sorry,
There's
turn 5 hairpin.
Turn
And
5
turn
hairpin.
10. And turn 10.
Or is this? There should be some of this one.
Check turn 5 and then check turn 10. Yep, nothing happens for that one, so it's the other one then.
And it would definitely lap 3, yeah?
Yeah. Because actually, there's a protest from
Jamie.
Jeremy Scott on Craig McDonald also.
Yeah, which is...
So who's protesting this? Is this McDonald protesting Cockrell?
No, Cockrell on McDonald and Scott on McDonald. So everybody on McDonald.
Not quite sure why Cockrell's protesting against McDonald.
I'm assuming he means this incident here.
Yeah.
I
He
think
does.
Well,
so,
where Cockrell runs into the back of McDonald.
Was Scott spinning already by the time that Cockrell rear-ended McDonald though?
And so,
yeah, I think so.
and
Yeah.
so has... And I'm assuming Jamie Scott has protested this as well, yeah?
Yes, he has.
So, I'm assuming...
Can't say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
There's
so
contact there, isn't there?
So let's...
McDonald tags the back of Scott.
So McDonald tags Scott and puts him in a spin.
And then Cockrell just gets caught out by them checking out because of the spin.
So then, this is... So both... I know they're both separate incidents, but then essentially we got...
It's the same incident, basically.
Yeah, but it is, we've got... Then I'm going to say you got Craig McDonald at fault here for spinning
Yeah.
Jamie, which
Yeah.
results in a 3LP, I'm assuming, for Jamie. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he finishes. That's still on 12. That's all right.
So, and then I'm going to say Craig McDonald is a bit of a almost not necessarily like there should be no punishment for it, but he's not lost from it. He's gained from it.
Yeah. He's gaining these two positions
Yeah.
with just a tap on the rear.
He's just involved in someone else's incident.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
I don't understand why Cockrell is protesting against McDonald.
I presume because he loses that one position, but he gains two, so his net isn't actually a loss of position.
No.
I mean, Cockrell's the one that hits the back of McDonald.
Because McDonald's is checking up because he's turned
Yeah.
Scott. It's a chain reaction from McDonald turning Scott.
Yeah.
So
3LP to McDonald.
yeah.
He doesn't score. 3 laps down.
So no penalty points, just the 3LP.
Does he keep going after that?
Craig does. And so does the other one, Jamie. Jamie finishes 12.
Yep, so that's fine. Next up then is Colin Sansom on Luke Grumman, lap 4, turn 4.
Oh, I'm noticing a trend tonight.
Yeah.
Which is
People losing their break and then giving
That's it.
people
Out
little
there
nudges.
themselves.
People running into the back of people, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty open and shut, and he's just running to
Yeah.
the back of them.
Yeah.
How many positions
Second or
lost?
third we've had at this one corner, isn't it?
One,
I mean, it's 2 because Luke's going to get ahead as well.
2, 3, 4.
Oh, and then
no.
there's the whole place.
Yep,
Yeah.
3LP.
I thought there would be. And he finishes P11.
So Grumman finishes 11th, yeah?
Yep, Gordon finishes 11th.
Okay. 90 penalty points, so we go. Okay, next up then is your Meatball Michael at 9:43.
He's selfie again.
Oh, okay.
Same
Same thing?
thing.
Next up after that
You,
is...
you should have known about that curve before, from the last race.
I think on this occasion, I realise I'm going wide and then try and go over it, like trying to go over it a bit more square.
Nice.
But no, I didn't.
You get
Alright.
another meatball from it. Wow.
Yeah.
2 races in a row, got Meatball for the same corner. Okay, next up then is Pocklington at 12:22 Meatball.
12:22.
Yeah. Well, 22, it's quite low back.
That's fine. I was just double checking I'd move the camera. Oh, that's a slow car. I can see what's coming. Oh no, maybe not. This is going to be them yellow curbs, is it, mate?
No, wait. Yeah. Oh.
All better do it though.
Oh yeah, I followed this all the way through.
Yeah, I think that was me, wasn't it? That come past.
Quite a lot of netcode in it as well, but yeah, he does take out Sam. Is it Sam
Yeah.
or Craig?
It's
Craig.
That's what I just want to work out. Like, 'cause he
Yeah, I
goes
remember watching this. Yeah.
again. He's missed the apex on the dive bomb roll now. Now he's rejoining.
Yeah.
That was a good escape, though, wasn't it?
You ducked out, right? Yeah.
I did.
Only by fluke, I want to say.
No,
There was
mister.
no skill involved in that at all, was there? Like,
There's some skill in them two corners.
Sidecars, passengers, reflexes.
fucking lack of brain, more like. Right, I'm gonna go Pocklington here as a.
If you go back to me,
Because he's off track and his rejoin's bad,
Yeah.
isn't it?
you'll get a good. If you go back to me, you'll get a good view from behind of what happens.
I'll have a look on it.
Yeah, so he's off. That's already kind of a bad rejoin, but he saves himself.
Now he rejoins,
And then he does it again into
Yeah, he's tried, isn't he? But
so he's meatballed himself. But what happens to Cockerell? Does he just lose position or two?
I think so. Yeah.
He's finishing.
Loses one to me.
Oh, he's probably losing.
And me.
he's gonna lose a heap here. 1, 2.
2. Don't care. 2. That's all I need. All right. So are we happy that Pocklington actually is cocked up there and caused Cockerell to lose positions?
Yeah.
Pocklington decided he wanted to do a bit of rallycrossing.
Nope. One more than from race 3, which is lap 8, 10, 11, Thomas on Fiona.
Was it?
Lap 8, 10, 11.
Second hairpin.
This one here, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Does Steve not get a meatball for that?
No.
Wow. Do I not get a meatball?
Says
Matt,
no
you
on
score
air.
points. You're on the final lap.
That is the thing, actually. As everyone who's on this lap is going to score points, so the worst it can be is a 3LP.
So you're off track, but you come on back fine. Fiona comes on. Yeah, I think that's got to be a bad rejoin, isn't it?
Fortunately so. Come back into the path with 2 cars who are on the racing line. Ish. Bit of a missed apex, but I won't give you that.
Or did he was still in Spain, just?
Yeah. All right. So what's the cause there? Multiple positions lost for LP.
Yeah, just 3 LPs.
Finish is 17th.
15th. So,
We're racing out at Catalonia in a few weeks.
Last track. Been there before.
I've never been here. We got one.
No, I've never been either.
We got one of the mark cars out there.
I was there the Grand Prix in 2012 when Maldonado won the race and then the garage set on fire.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that's it from race 3.
Yeah.
I think. Have you got race 4 up, Thomas?
Yeah.
If you load up, then you can have your light on the cameras for race 4. Share your screen when it is you've got it up. Right. There we go to that. What screen?
I'm in.
That's fine.
I'm watching. Okay, first one to check up is.
Let me just modify the stream. I need to go live on screen now.
Well, you can get yourself ready then at 1 minute 36. Luke Grumman and Colin Sansom both meet at the same time.
No, that's that's fine. I'm on now. We are live.
I'm not sure if I have every car saved, so this could be interesting.
Okay, that's fine. If not, while you're doing that, I'll load up mine then.
So we've got Luke and
Colin Sansom as the other one involved. I think he runs 67 number. I don't think
I'm out
you've got
of this
every car.
one.
Have you? No, you haven't got every car.
Ah,
Michael!
I'm loading. I'm loading.
Before we go any further, Thomas, can you just check the pit starters?
Did you won't be able to if he's not got every.
No, you won't, will he? No.
And I
was
don't,
was there any?
I don't think there was in race 4 because Jamie didn't race.
And
I
Michael only had
I
3.
only had 3.
Right,
Someone
okay.
else had 3, I think.
Well, I'll have a look at Luke. Luke is 1 minute. What?
I'll have a look in a minute. Right, while this
Minute
loads,
36.
I'm going to grab a drink. Then I'll be back.
Oh, I know what this is. First lap, turn 3.
Oh, is it that big one? Ping, 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 bang, bang, ping.
Seems like Luke's going to get a few penalty points, I think, unfortunately.
Yeah, yeah.
Old tyres claim another victim.
It does look like he's lost
Does,
it.
yeah.
It would be nice to see it with every car drawn, though.
Yeah, we'll get Michael's view of it and just make sure
Yeah.
there's no one
Just on the odd chance that there is a Colin Sampson snuck in there somewhere, which is like pushing him. I don't know.
yeah.
Colin started P5, and Luke started P14.
It could just be a coincidence, but their meatballs happen within like a tenth of a second of each other.
Synchronized spinning.
It wouldn't be the first time we've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I'm back.
Okay.
Am I still live or am I not live on the... Right, share my screen.
Nope.
Right, that should be live now. When you're ready, shout out the first.
Yeah, it's Grumman, Colin Sansom. 1 minute 26.
Lap,
36,
lap,
I can't remember.
lap 1, turn 3.
1:36 is the meatball second.
But I think they're separate because one's 5th and one's 14th on the grid.
Oh, I have a protest this I think.
Yeah,
yeah,
you're
you can
right.
see Colin
Yeah,
going to
that's
bed.
further up the road. It's just identical timing on the
Synchronized.
spin and crash. Yeah.
On the inside, I get caught up.
There's one on the one behind this as well. Tom Griffiths spins on his own behind this as well.
There is another meatball. There's a lot of meatballs actually. Sorry. So we got Nick Clibbins at 1:37, and we have Jamie Clifford,
Nick.
at 1:38.
That's Nick there, who then
We
goes
also have-
left.
We also have Adam Fox at 1:40. So
Yeah, I'm over on the inside on that corner.
I think you get Tom Griffiths, don't you?
Yeah, me and Adam get Tom Griffiths. I protested Tom for losing it on his own, causing cars to meatball and lose places. But
I think first off, we can easily give Luke a 12 LP for
Well,
collecting,
how many? So that's Clivens. So that's one.
and then Nick Clivens comes across, and there is a 40-40
There's,
car.
yeah, is that Jamie Guilford?
yeah, if he's 14.
It's not me anyway, because I think I do all right in this race. Yep. Okay. Well, yeah, but unfortunately, there's 2 cars meatballed then. So that's 3 of them accounted for then. So the other 2 that we need to look at are Colin Sansom and Adam Fox.
Colin's a bit further up.
Yeah. Let's do Colin Sanson then. What timestamp?
Yeah,
Now,
about to happen.
come now.
it's happening now.
There he
That's
goes.
another self spin
Yeah.
into the wall.
Luckily,
How
everyone's
does he not get hit?
Well,
He was
okay.
lucky not to get collected there.
No, because
So then,
I think if we did this, then when
To be
he
fair, I think he
died-
gets covered by Griffiths spinning.
yeah,
Griffiths takes everyone out that would have hit him.
Oh, he does. That's a big block.
that's true. Okay, and then the next one then is Adam Fox. Griffiths isn't processed at all. There's nothing to look at with him, unfortunately.
No, but he causes it, doesn't he?
No, sorry. No, you did. You did. You're right. But can we just look at Adam Fox because he's going by the list of the things?
We want Adam Fox's, yeah?
Yeah.
Which is Tom Griffiths anyway.
Yeah, what timestamp?
Just about, I think.
Like now.
Okay, no, that's fine.
140. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so it is Griffiths with that one as well. So let's watch what happens with Griffiths then.
Basically, race 4 was just a shit show.
It'd have went better, that's for sure. Because I'm right behind Griffiths here, and I just see him going right in front of me.
He's just lost it and all.
Yeah. And there I am getting clattered into the wall.
Boom. Wait,
And there's me. There's me at the very back going, ha 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 ha.
I got a mighty rear end from Jason Cooper. I didn't protest him. Hell of a bumper. Not surprising, because I completely slammed on the brakes because I was right behind Tom when he spins.
Oh, okay.
So how many of us are teammates of all of these incidents?
I am not.
Yeah.
Me
I'm
of
not,
anyone.
no.
I'm not, no.
Boom. So, okay. Well, first one then. Luke
Can
Grumman
you,
is pretty
with that one with Tom, where that car collects him, can we actually put it on him, since he's not on the track?
Alright, carry on.
Let me,
At the point of contact, he's not on the track.
Have a
yeah,
look.
but he had lost control of his car.
Yeah, he had lost
Yeah.
it.
Off track.
He's also kind of
he's not- he's
causing.
That's on track.
It's on and off.
Yeah,
And he's not
Yeah.
picked, is what I protested.
yeah.
Alright, so going through the list, Luke Grumman is guilty for the meatball of Jamie Guilford and Nick Clivens.
Yep, so he's just
Yeah.
12
That's a 12. Yeah. Colin Sansom is a self-beat, so no further action.
Yep.
And Adam Fox is a victim of Tom Griffiths, so Griffiths will get a 6 LP and DSQ. We
Okay.
happy with that?
I mean, if that's everything
Yeah.
that's happened, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Bish bash bosh, I like it.
and when that's also covered my protest on him. Although,
Yep.
Because I did the whole. He didn't break.
Yeah, he's not breaking at all.
No.
That is what I protested. But as it's
Yeah.
covered on the Adam Fox one.
Yeah, he put his brakes on as you was collecting him.
Yeah. But that's fine. So next one.
Hang on, I got a lot to type.
No, that's all, mate. I'll just. And that was why I made the comment about the first lap spins. We can't do our Nürburgring if they can't work out Catalunya. I mean, we all do it though, don't we? Like we've all done it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's no one's fault essentially. Like,
That turn 3 is surprisingly slippery on the first lap.
Oh, it is. But you should have hoped that by race 4 people would be a little bit more
Well,
wise to it.
Yeah.
Good
that
argument,
was
really,
actually-
although it's nearly 10 o'clock and everyone's
Oh.
pretty knackered.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It's a bit like also like Watkins Glen won it off the start of last season on that long right hander
Yeah.
after she came.
Yeah.
Again, that was a bit like the same one, where people were like, oh,
Yeah,
oh,
just piling into crashes.
That was a
and-
nightmare.
and
Okay.
it's all on Ben's setup as well, most probably.
Yeah. A lot of people didn't know the setup. So next one then is Michael Clough on Simon Robson, 10-5, that one.
Turn 5, yeah.
Which is the hairpin, isn't it?
Hmm. I didn't see that from Simon's view because it looks like he can't go anywhere because of the car on the inside.
Well, can he go on the brakes harder? Or is he always being overtaken, in fairness?
Does he have to?
Well, I was thinking someone was doing the overtaking, I didn't see it properly.
Yeah.
Where's Harvey?
I think Simon is trying to overtake the car on his left. Hmm. He can go on the inside. He chooses to try and
Well,
go in between them two, doesn't he?
barely. He's going to have a spotter calling car left for sure with Fiona.
Do you think?
And this,
The car on
Yeah.
the car on the left is off the track anyway. So if they were on the track, he would have taken the right line.
it is,
Well,
They're
At
on the
the- at
track
the
when
point-
the incident happens.
at the point of contact, Fiona was on the track, yeah.
Where?
oh, fuck.
Literally there.
The 27
I
car.
mean, like half a wheel was maybe on the line,
That's
but
on track.
It's on,
It's
yeah.
on track, innit?
As long as your wheel's on the painted line, when it's got a painted surface like that, like a curving, you're allowed to have all
There's
but.
the contact, look.
If
This
it's grass,
isn't-
it's different, but with a curb, you can be all on.
Yeah,
the
so
curb.
she's off there, but if you go back to the start of the corner, so off, on. You see?
And it is that's also relevant as nothing,
Yeah, so-
nothing's actually
So
happened involving her.
There, point of contact, she is well and truly on the track. Three
I'd
wheels
argue
on it.
Fiona actually goes off track to avoid that spinning car in front.
That's
Brave
sneaky
move
racing
around the
car.
outside, though. Three
I
wide
think,
into there.
I was trying to cheat.
Definitely.
Jason
Because,
did
like-
too much.
I've been watching Michael Schumacher videos.
For this one, then, sorry to get back to the point because I do want to go to bed before midnight. I think Clough there in the RAF car has perhaps tried a little bit too ambitiously to get around the outside on lap one.
I think they both are really.
I think he cuts. You look, he
Yeah,
actually takes a gap away.
Bearing in mind they're going to be three wide, I don't think Clough has left enough room
gap
for
on the
two cars
inside. The gap on the inside decreases as he cuts across. So I put it on the outside car, cutting in too much.
Yeah.
I agree, I think.
Is this a protest from Clough?
From Michael on Robson, yeah.
Yeah,
He feels as if his turns.
I'd put it down as selfie.
Yeah, because Simon Robson doesn't come off badly from it. It's just-
Simon Robson's not to blame for it, no. Alright, no further action then if you're happy with that.
Yeah.
He's just done himself. Robson drives off like nothing's happened.
Awesome.
Next up then is 328 Syrup Meatball.
Oh, is this where he spins and hits the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a really odd incident. How on earth he manages to lose it there, I'm not sure.
I'm gonna go with cold tires again.
Just watch the Spiros typing.
Selfie meatball?
Okay. Don't you see it then? Something.
Yeah, no, he spins on the final corner there.
I like that. Next up then is Chris Slater on Sam Smith, lap 2, turn 11. It's just coming out of that second hairpin sort of area, right there. So it's the RAF car with the black car on the inside.
Hmm.
I put that down as a racing incident.
I get what you're saying, because
What I think the RAF cards are tried to do, he's seen this contact here on the right with the card in front. Now he's tried to duck down the outside of the grey and red car.
Yeah. Looks
Yeah,
like Sam could have
and-
left a lot. You can see what's going on in front.
yeah,
He's
He's
watching
just
from
tried to cut straight across.
Sam's on board, but slowly. Well, not as on board, but is whatever. Is on board as well.
I'll do both.
I get what Thomas is saying though, because they do kind of meet in the middle of the track. Hmm.
Let's go a bit.
I do feel like the RAF could leave more room when you go too wide, because you know that the person on the inside there is going to fly across that track a little bit.
Well, I think his problem is by the time he had the contact, he was actually on the outside of that spicky racing car.
Yeah. Can we see it from
Need to confirm that, but
Yeah.
we just from RAF player. Yeah, he would have had a smarter calling car right about there.
Do we go race an incident then? Or do you think Sam should have braked more and backed out?
Well, I think from my point of view, there's two ways you can go here. You can say that it's a racing incident because 3 wide into that corner isn't the best situation. Or if you look at the lines of the Spicky car and the RAF car, they're kind of matching, while Sam's got a shallower line which brings him into the RAF car.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from, because that, like, this point here, his like trajectory is almost aiming for like what would be the apex.
Is there always an overlap throughout the corner as well?
Between which 2 cars? These 2?
The 2 that hit.
Yeah, it looks like an overlap from the corner before onwards.
Yeah.
He doesn't ever pull far enough clear, does he? No. So it's full overlap the whole way through. I think Sam wasn't expecting it to go 3 wide, and that he was expecting Chris to be further on the inside for the next one.
Yeah.
I'm definitely reluctant to give Sam a pen.
I don't know what I've missed, but my internet died and it's just come back again. I see.
We're still talking about this one.
Red car and the white. No, the RAF car and the black car here is a protest.
From Sam's onboard, can he tell that it's about to go 3 wide? Does he know that that grey one's going so slowly?
I think he can see because the Spicky car's slow here when they have contact here. Well.
I don't think he can tell it's going to go 3 wide. I think I'd expect the RAF to slot in behind the grey almost.
Yeah, you'd expect him to just go behind him, wouldn't you?
Well, that's
it is the RAF car.
Carried on turning left when he should be turning right.
So I don't think Chris hasn't really done anything wrong there. He's followed the line of the Spicky car, and he's tried to go around the outside, which is a bit optimistic, but it's worth a shot. You're allowed to do it. I think that the problem here has come when Smith doesn't realise they're going to go 3 wide, so he's taking a shallower line to sort of rub along the outside of a car that's going to be hugging the inside.
I'm
gonna stick with racing instant here. You don't have to penalty everything, and I think it's just racing instant.
Yeah, I'll go with that, I think.
Yeah, I think Chris has got unlucky, but he's decided to race the car ahead. Sam's still trying to race him.
And this is a protest from Sam, is it?
No, from Chris.
From Chris.
Chris.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I was just thinking.
Can we just quickly go on board with Sam, quickly?
Sam, yeah.
I mean, Sam's still taking the normal line, which he would have been told is only 2 wide.
That's my point. Is he sort of taking a normal line? In which case, yeah, I'd be
He's-
inclined to
he's-
race
he's-
instant in this. But
He's further to the left than you'd normally
he
be.
is
on
here, but then
here as well. When he
that
hits,
point there, you know,
he's still further to the left than you'd normally be on a racing line.
Yeah.
You can cut that quite a lot there, can't you?
I was fully over it.
He,
I was on
he
the
could
Yeah,
be
I
green
was,
more,
stuff.
yeah.
he could
Yeah,
be
I
more
was.
to the left for sure.
I think by the time Michael comes into his field of vision, there, it's too late, isn't it?
When
So-
that happens, where's Sam still turning left? Because he should be. Even if he thinks it's too wide, he should be still going left there.
Yeah, because otherwise he's not even pointing towards the next corner's turning right now. He needs to be more
He
left.
is still going.
He's still going left.
It's just Smith has taken the line as
Yeah.
if it was either 1 or 2 wide rather than 3 wide.
Yeah, I think it's racing instant.
I'd stick it down as a racing instant.
Yeah.
I'll go racing instant.
Goodness, all
Well,
Yep.
that's 4 people, so that's majority, so we can walk away from that, yeah.
Woohoo!
Next up is Thomas's meatball at 5:14.
Oh, this is selfie. Don't even have to look at it. Selfie.
Oh.
Move on.
No, we have to look at it.
We need
No,
to
you
see the
don't.
selfies.
No, you don't.
Oh, right. Should we just do it in? Okay.
Can we get slow motion, multiple angles, you know?
We like looking at replays just to see what you did wrong.
Oh, you caught up
I
the
mean, we
curve, that's what
saw
you did.
Dan's
Yeah.
at least 5 times earlier, so. Oh yeah, there we go. He's trying to
Right,
say
move on. Selfie. Move on.
What's next?
Next is the big one. This is like 5 protests for the same incident. It's on lap 8. It
Great.
involves me, Robert Noble, Thomas Burling, and Michael Clough
Oh, we're already at the end of the race, are we? Okay.
at turn 10.
Yeah, it's 10 into 11. Into 12.
Yeah, it's about 3 corners.
On what lap?
Go back.
lap 8.
It's,
Lap
it's
8.
lap. It's the lap you just finished. So if you go back,
No,
4
it's-
corners.
When?
No,
Keep
it's
going.
lap
Keep
8.
going back. Back.
I think it's-
I
I
would
suppose
have told
lap
it's
8.
lap 8.
Everyone put down lap 8.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. It's
lap
lap 8. Sorry, I thought you were.
That's fine.
Well,
thought every-
no,
I
it
thought
is
everything
this lap.
had.
It
I
is
thought
this
everything
lap.
had just stopped.
Yeah, this is the one. Okay, that's weird.
But it-
Everybody's put lap 8, but this is the one.
So is there any protest that says lap?
Oh, no,
It's because I'm a lap down.
I know why, yeah, but-
Oh,
I'm a lap down.
Thomas is lapped. Okay, got it. Sweet.
I'm a lap down.
I did it all click run. That's why like it didn't make sense.
Okay,
So
now we're fixed.
So Thomas is which one?
So-
On the left, 2 cars in front.
You're the one
Yep.
in front now, I think.
Yep, then you have Robert right in front of me, then you have me, and then you have Michael behind us. And,
I'm staying well out of the way of everyone here.
well, from now on, me,
Okay, so
Michael,
everyone
and
pipe down.
Thomas can't talk, yeah.
Okay. Missed the corner.
This is the bit I enjoy.
Yeah. Can we see that from above?
Wait, is this? I think the instant's still going. So
That's not the incident. Keep
Well,
going.
no, sorry. No, that is one of them. That is Michael Clough put one in there,
Okay.
stating that,
Let's just play it through from start to the end.
Yeah,
Of the complex.
see the whole thing.
On a few different angles, and then we'll update
You
you
can
guys.
tap. Lost it. Oh, okay. More fun there. Oh dear.
That should be the protest.
That's a bad
That's-
read,
that's
John.
The whole thing we have to look at first. Yeah.
Uh,
This is multiple incidents packed into one.
And that's the end of it there.
And the blue flag rule as well, most probably.
Okay. Right. Who can talk? So it's me, Fiona.
No one. No
Yeah,
one.
I
No
can, yeah.
It's
Nick,
it's-
James, and Fiona,
yeah.
and Adam.
Okay. Right. Yeah.
Oh.
Slowly from a vertical angle probably be good, I guess.
Wanna get back onto the right lap. Slowly from a vertical angle. Yes. Let's start before this, because
That's getting racing. That's all fine. Thomas backs out. All good. You both lose your braking.
Oh, we were both just fully committed to the corner. Yeah, no one was wanting to break first, but we both did technically make the corner. But that's what I'll say from now on.
Okay. Right. We start with that one first of all. I think that was easy. That's a bad rejoin.
Yeah.
So just someone note down, at least, I think Michael's losing one position there. So 2 LP for Dan.
Michael's the car on the RAF car, yeah?
Yeah,
Yes.
so he's lost the position to Robert Noble because Dan's come off on a shitty angle. So 2 LP for Dan off the start. If everyone agrees. I'm not doing this myself. I mean, Fiona, James.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and was Van the Hairpin, was he off track then when he rejoined, or?
I guess we'll have to look at that one next.
Just looking at blue flag rule.
Yeah, we need to get to that as well.
As I do that.
Yeah.
Get
So I'll read out all the protests anyway because there are a few. So yeah, so Michael has protested me and Robert ahead, as the contact between me and Robert has pushed me into the side of him.
Yep.
Michael has then protested me and Thomas because the contact between us has caused me to hit him.
Yeah.
I protested Thomas because he was a lap down and shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
And Rob Noble protested me and Michael for the rejoin from me at turn 12.
Right. Cool. We're dealt with the rejoin. Rejoin's 2 LP. I think everyone agrees on that.
Yeah, the last
one. Yeah.
So that instant's gone. So we just have to look at Thomas's blue flag and then the hairpin bit now.
What's the blue flag rule? Because it's supposed to be an endurance. It's supposed to be an endurance blue flag, which means that they don't actually do anything in iRacing.
We're not in iRacing. We're in BSR.
I'll read the BSR rule on blue flags for you. Drivers should be aware of cars a lap ahead by the blue flags given by iRacing. When this happens, when the lead car's within 1 second of the lap cars must, underline then in red, let the leading cars through unimpeded by moving offline when it is safe to do so. Any driver deemed to be impacting the leading groups can be reported to the admin by the way of protest.
Right.
So I get well out of the way.
Oh, you do on the
not
straight
in the second bit though. No,
he went off track though.
He's not off track.
He's not off track here, is he?
Wait, let's just figure that out first. Go pause it when Dan's supposedly off track. Is his wheel on or off? At his most outside. Because Rob does, obviously. Still on, keep going through. Right, so Dan never leaves the track. His wheel's on the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure about that one.
Well,
go on front suspension. Front suspension, he is off track.
I think, yeah. The rules on the line say if you're on the line, you're on.
He's not on the. I don't think he's on the line. I think he's over the line.
You're gonna have to appeal that later.
Yeah, he's got a word.
On the line and off. Yeah.
Just a reminder that because your teammate hit me there, Thomas, you can't comment. Sorry.
Look at his. So his front wheel almost goes off, but his rear wheel's on. Rear wheel's on. Rear wheel's on. Front wheel's back on. Like he's on the line. I know it's marginal. I know it's marginal. But the rules are pretty solid.
I'm not so sure, but hey.
Just quick, who's that in the background now? Is that Rob Noble?
That's Rob Noble.
Yes.
Right.
He is on the line.
Yeah.
Dan's on the line at that.
But is that because he's hit Rob to stay on the line?
No, Rob's hit him to stay on the line, so. Right, but I'm not saying that matters because that doesn't really. I don't really see what Dan being off the track affects all that much because if he's swerved into Michael,
that's the first. That's the first protest about Michael. Yeah, it's whether Michael has been, hit by someone at fault between me and Robert running deep into the corner there.
Yeah, I think he could still have even if you're on the track. So I guess we need to look at that.
So what cameras run?
Michael's definitely an innocent bystander.
Oh, he gets better. Yeah, even I can say that.
Yeah, shout at me what cameras run and I'll do what you want.
They're on.
So Michael is saying this here. Is he protesting this instant here? Where
Yeah, so Michael's wording is Noble coast in the back of Perry, causing him to lose control and hit me, preventing me having the pair of them. That is his wording from his protest.
They're both one
Only
white.
only thing I would say here is now think of the dive bombing rule I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, I was
I was going to say, can we go on to Michael's view? See what
He's a couple goes back.
a bit more.
No,
Other way.
wrong way. There.
I mean, sort of negligible contact, really. I'd say.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the only thing we could do is maybe avoidable heavy contact. Does he overtake Dan if Dan doesn't come across? And it does Dan come across in the first place?
No, he does not pass me by the line.
Right.
So the finishing order from this is me, from Noble, from Michael.
Oh no, sorry, I meant like, would he have overtaken you here?
Oh, okay. That's up to you guys.
Because you do swerve, but
I would say yes. I see that's a move to the left.
good, great. Right, do you want to go back and do it again?
What do you want, as in this camera?
Just
view,
watch
yeah.
that the same thing again. Yeah.
So Dan should have gone to the apex on a dive bomb. Didn't happen. Then moved back left.
Sorry, but this is involving your teammates, so you can't comment.
Everyone needs to.
I'm being VAR on this.
What do you think, Fiona, James, Adam?
I don't know really.
I mean, again, I sort of. What's the wording on his protest? What's he actually sort of?
He's saying that he could have taken both of them if they hadn't have swerved back in.
Yeah, so Clough's. So for the turn 10, which is the first one here, Clough has said Noble coasts into the back of Perry, causing him to lose control and hit me, preventing me having the pair of them. That's his wording as he has typed it.
I think that's a racing instant, that first one.
I was going to say that's a racing instant because, like I say, it's negligible contact there, really.
I would go RI on that bit.
Okay, that's that one sorted then. Now we're on to turn 11, which is the left-hander. That's when my protest comes in, saying Thomas is a lap car, didn't give way to the pack of faster cars, and then resulted in us having contact. That's the wording of my protest.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you wouldn't be
First time
racing them two faster cars and coming up to you right as you was coming up to there, would you?
Yeah.
If you've got the blue flag. Where else could he go? He could have slammed on his brakes, but
Yes, he is. Because he is staying out the way.
What do you want me to do? Go off the fucking track? Come on, be sensible about this, guys.
Mate, just...
You can't talk because
you don't like it, you can...
I know, but you're being very silly about this at the moment.
Alright, well that's your opinion and you can appeal it, and whoever the other steward is, the head steward, he can tell us that we're being idiots if we say you're right, but anyway. We haven't said you're in the fault, we're just discussing it like we do every other incident.
The way I see this, right? If I was Thomas in this situation, right? So if you play now, Michael,
he gets out of the way in this.
Yeah, that's fine. There's no problem here. No problem here.
Yeah, definitely.
You should, Michael's up alongside him. Yeah, but like
this is
me
the
personally
final
here,
lap,
I'd be sort of.
This is the final lap. Yeah.
If you knew you were going to be ahead, you'd go for it. If that was me, but yeah, that one I don't know.
Because the only thing he could have done is slowed down.
Yeah,
but the spotter. I think the spotter is saying 3 wide, maybe 2 wide. Who knows?
Within reason, what? Who? I don't know what position he's in. 28. So I know it's not really got much of an effect, but how far is the next person behind him? Because if he's not really racing for position, you could have backed out of that and just let him go.
Which car are you on about? Are you on about the lapped car or
Who's
the pack?
29th, basically?
Who's 29th? Like, who's behind Thomas?
Oh, okay.
I get what
Because
you're
if he's
saying.
more than sort of 5 seconds behind, you'd let him go around the corner.
Far behind is Luke Grumman, which is.
So he was 7
not-
laps behind anyway. So
Yeah, it didn't
he
matter.
wasn't going to
where
lose
he
any
went.
positions if
Just
he
get
backed
out
out
of
of
the
it.
way. Yeah.
I guess that is fair. Like,
This is
obviously,
the
we
last
say
lap.
he should be breaking out to get out of the way, but is it in the rules specifically say because he is off the racing line? Well, he's on the apex when the collision happens.
I will read the rule again.
That's going to highlight it, so it's on the stream.
Okay. Driver, I'll highlight it now. Drivers should be aware of cars a lap ahead by the blue flags given by iRacing. This happens when the lead cars are within 1 second of the lap car. Lapped cars must let the leading cars through unimpeded by moving offline when it's safe to do so. Any driver deemed to be impacting the leading groups can be reported to the admin by way of protest form.
Yeah. Well, I would say I don't think it's Thomas's fault that you've gone off the track
No.
because I think you've turned. I get he should slow down, but Dan also does know that he's there. But does that mean we can't give a 2LP for slowing down?
Thing is that in Thomas's favour, he slowed down until the incident kicked off. Then what else can you do? You're not going to
Well,
slow
this
yourself.
is the thing.
Before you go too far, I would bear in mind the rule said if he's got 1 second behind him.
I get that.
Michael yet hasn't overtaken him.
I get that, but
Yeah.
just
So
to be
here-
the
I feel he's
fair
like-
side,
no,
we
I'm
usually-
saying I'm just
yeah.
like highlighting rules here. This is not commenting, but just.
No, that's fine. Because like here, I think up to this point, there's no real issue. But I see what you're saying now. He's still getting the blue flag.
Yeah.
He should.
You know, he is offline here, but you know, it's safe for him to do so now to let them past.
Yeah.
That's my.
Yeah.
So do we think a 2LP, but not because of the collision, but more because of slowing down faster cars and not get out of the way?
Or like I say, the rule is like impeding, isn't it? So,
Yeah, which
like there, it's sort of a, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
He's on the
Whether-
racing line when you get to there, isn't he?
Yeah.
But
Can we do far chase for the camera?
I think I've ruined VAR chase, but I can put it back.
Just pull it back down again. Ooh, too far.
Oh, that was a good view. You can't do anything, can you? Oh, Kip's put a video in. What's Kip put a video in for?
That's general chat, probably just like random.
Can we go back and just get the cockpit as well
What's that from Thomas's view?
from Thomas? Yeah.
That's cool.
In the middle. Yeah.
That's what she said.
Is it? I don't get that one. Not gonna lie, but we'll go for it.
So I mean, even leading up to that, really, I don't think the speed was dropped off to let like Michael
No,
through,
No.
which obviously,
He would have had 3 wide, wouldn't he?
yeah.
It's okay. So I agree that he's held up faster cars.
Yeah, I would agree
Yeah.
with
But
that.
I don't think we can say that the Dan's collision necessarily, because I get that he's holding them up, but Dan should know that a car's there either way. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I
So
don't think you
two
could.
LP either way, but it's just the wording of the penalty would change.
Don't think you could do anything about the contact for him, but
Well, no. So it's a 2LP unless you find that he's, caused a contact which has caused multiple positions lost, etc. But, me and him had the contact and I didn't lose multiple positions. So if you're saying he's guilty, it's a 2LP.
Yeah, it's just the
That's
wording of the
yeah.
penalty, and my opinion should be that he's held up faster drivers rather than he's hit you off the track.
Okay.
I would
Well,
agree. I would agree.
impeding.
I would
Impeding
agree with
cars.
2LP.
Impeding
Can we
is
just
the
play?
wording
Can we
there,
play
and
this out quickly? Just in the chase as well, just so we.
From whose point of view?
Dan, that's fine.
Stand here, yeah? Let's go all the way back to before this straight draw, yeah?
What We'll have to start naming Michael the torpedo. He's nowhere near, and he's all the way up here at the end. Right. So Dan just goes off,
Yeah.
collects Michael,
Yes.
and then how does it finish? Do you just finish like
It
this?
finishes in this order, yeah.
For me, I'll say 2LP.
Yeah,
For
I would go with that.
For
which cars? Dan?
Thomas Berlin for just impeding here. I think it could have been avoided personally.
Yeah, I think 2LP for Dan for the rejoin, 2LP for Thomas for competing. Rob's not really done anything wrong. He maybe
No.
could have avoided that tap, but that's not really got anything.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, and then say Michael's just the innocent party in it. But yeah,
Yeah.
Cool. And just for the sake, because I think this is going to be impeded, should we agree on the wording of the penalty that is for slowing them down rather than the contact?
The word impeding means either slowing or contact or anything other than the usual racing line, or racing.
Right.
yeah. I mean, my understanding of impeding, you've impeded
Yeah.
their progress, haven't you?
Yeah.
So, be it whether you've slowed them down or you've hit them, you slowed them. Somehow you've stopped their progress.
Yeah,
Neither of them lost places, did they?
No, that's what it's just a
No,
bit.
that's it's kind of a how do you interpret the word
Yeah.
impeding on it?
Well, it's like Stimpson's one earlier. They gave him 2LP just because he pushed him wide. Right? You don't have to necessarily lose a place.
So just going for the list now. So Thomas gets 2LP for blue flag infringement.
Yeah.
The contact between me and Michael and Robert at turn 10 is a RI. And then the contact resulting in my rejoin is a 2LP for me due to no positions lost, or one position lost only for Michael.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Are we happy with all of that?
I'm happy with that.
I think most of us are.
Oh, if we're all happy, there was one final incident to review.
This is my protest, I think.
It's your protest on Sam Smith, turn 1, lap 8.
Is there some after race stuff that we were going to just not give any penalties because it wasn't protested but showed? Was this the race where that was stopped?
Yeah, well, this is one, yeah, after I crossed the line, I got battered, but I didn't protest because whatever.
So that's us finished for tonight, is it?
No, one more incident.
Yeah, which is
Sam Smith, Nick Postance, turn 1, lap 8.
turn 1, lap 8. Okay, so that's one. Christ, Nick's a long way in front there. If it is Nick in front.
Is
Oh,
Well, that's a new line.
oh.
He forgot to go around. He forgot to go around the bollard.
Went for an hot dog.
What turn is this?
Should be turn 1, lap 8. Nick should know best.
So it was that.
well, the word in it sort of says I protested because he then defended from me instead of giving the position back.
Okay.
So it's a pretty petty protest. I'm not gonna lie. I was just
I think it's fair.
No, it's not that petty. He's just made a place up by going miles off.
well,
say,
I mean,
did
it's
he not
petty
get a
because
slowdown?
I overtook him because I took it at the time that he'd done that, and then he just tried to stop me getting past his teammate. But in the end, I did get both of them anyway, so it's not a big deal.
I'm surprised he didn't get a slowdown. No.
Yeah.
Well, I think he did. I think he just tried to play the system by slowing.
Fair
down.
enough. Giving
Yeah.
whoever his teammate is.
Does sound like there's something about slowdowns. Not that I've read it.
I think you're on the other document. Yeah.
Yeah, I say. Impeding during quali, lap cars, overtaking, driving in a straight, dive bombings, overlap rule. Slowdowns. If serving a slowdown, move as far off the racing line as possible to the white line if required to avoid impeding cars that are at full speed. Wait until the next straight section of a track if you're going to impede another driver, you will receive a 2LP for impeding a car at full speed. So now the question is, has he impeded Nick? Wouldn't that? Because you would have had a slowdown now.
Yeah, that'd been straight.
Yeah,
Slow down.
Yeah.
He hadn't served it yet.
Yeah. Because there he's still fighting for position, isn't he?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Now he's having a slow down now, isn't it?
Yeah.
In fairness, though,
He could have got
the
a slowdown.
rules, the rules do not state when you have to serve your slowdown.
No.
The
Because
serving of
it's
it just
straight,
has to be
doesn't
done within. Well, it just has to be done within the time given by iRacing. It's just when you do serve it, you need to make sure you're off the line and safely out the way of the cars. You know, who will be coming past because they're at
Like I
full
say,
speed.
he's done a whole lap there, isn't he?
That's
Yeah,
what
so he
I
can't
was
have got a
looking at.
I
slowdown.
can't.
He might have chosen not to serve it and then just take the penalty at the end of the race. I don't know.
Is there a way to tell him if he's done that or?
Race is race 4, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tell us on there if you got an end of race penalty. No. So he must have served it.
Yeah.
And Thomas also sped in the pit lane. Right.
And
Cheat.
yeah, really, you really cheat if you have to sit there for 15 seconds. Yeah. And that was after I'd selfie meatballed.
Yeah, I was joking. I don't know about this one. I think I slapped on the wrist.
Yeah, like I said,
If you didn't get a slowdown, would you slow down?
I still think it's a penalty for going off track or getting by people off track. That's a rule in itself. He's got he's got fired opposition by being miles. He's gained time or position off track by cutting the corner. That is a penalty.
It's under the track limits rules. It's
that's what I was looking at here now. So what is the penalty then?
So a bit further down there, it says like this B clause here to gain obvious time advantage.
If you go underneath where you are now, it says any driver leaving the defined racing surface can be reported to the stewards for gaining an advantage by way of an overtake or getting a time advantage. So they're in black and white.
Yeah.
But it's what I'm trying to work out. See, if there's a set penalty for it, like I'm assuming it'll be a 2LP.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, I think it's a bit more severe than that. It should be 3LP.
I think Adam got that for Monza last season, didn't he?
The reason why I'm saying 2LP is because that's the same penalty for receiving or impeding a car on a slowdown.
Yeah. But actually, it's you could give them 3LP if you overtook, say, 2 cars, because then you're causing drivers to lose multiple positions.
But I'd say he's gained enough time to have got by 2 cars. Like that's the gaining the advantage, time advantage. I mean, he's gained what 3 seconds by doing that. That would be the equivalent of going by several cars if they were there. That's why they go on the gaining time advantage in real life as well as going by position.
Yeah, but you can't penalise him for making people lose positions if they was there, if they're not there.
That's why you have the gaining time advantage as well as positions thing.
So let's have a bit of a hand up vote then. I'm going to LP.
Yeah, I'd go with 2LP as well, because that's
2LP.
It's what it says in the rules for.
And
slowdowns and things.
Nick can't comment, so Thomas, you're 3LP, yeah?
I would go 3LP for the fact that it's quite severe. It's
Adam?
not just a little off track; it's quite a big one.
Adam, where do you say Adam?
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's one of the things. Sort of 3LP seems harsh, but then a 2LP doesn't. You know, it's a case of there's no real attempt there. There's no real attempt really at the corner, was there? You know, and like I say, it's then Nick. The word on Nick's protest was you felt he was holding you up.
I mean, that P1.0 you've got there, that says 2 license points as well. So
Yeah, the P1.0 is the 2LP penalty, which is for minor infringements or causing a driver to lose one position, i.e., overtaking Nick. He's lost one position.
yeah,
Or just the general minimum award given by stewards for
I mean,
a guilty verdict.
I think at the end of the day, didn't Nick? Did Nick? I don't know if you got past them both anyway. Did you say?
Oh yeah, I got past both of them.
So you didn't. In the grand scheme of things, you didn't lose. But
No, that's why.
So for me, I'd probably just say 2LP.
Well, that's 4 people, so that's majority goes on that. I can see the argument for time gains, but it's just
while you're in the rules,
it's a weird one altogether.
While you're in the rules, can you, for the new people who's joined as a steward, just highlight the penalty for talking on your own instance for going forward?
Is there one?
I think so, yes. I think there's, whether it's in the rules or where it's written, but it's written somewhere about it. I'm sure it is.
It might be. I've never really read it, to be honest.
I know.
We did it. It is last. I'm at the start of last season, but we had so much going on that.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. I think yeah.
Can we also put a rule in that every protest only gets 2 minutes to look at, so that we don't spend 3 hours doing this?
This is the joys of stewarding.
This is why we've been asking for other people to come on and help. Because then
It's only made it longer.
No, it is actually, it makes it easier, because when like we did when we can have a hands up vote, and it can potentially write it off sooner. So if there's only three of us, we all need to agree on it, or at least 2 of us.
Yeah.
So that's that done, is it? So now I'll just go for in a minute and double check all the pit lane starts and bits and -6 them.
Cool.
So we needed race 2 on it for. Because I must say, if Warren Messenger starts on the grid for each one of his pit starts, is it 12 LP for all of them?
No, it's not 12 LP. It's just a non-serve